This, some would argue, is where the trip now gets really interesting. I left Plymouth in England, caught a ferry, got off it in Santander, taking with me my Yamaha 250cc 9-year-old Majesty scooter. I then promptly drove some 600 miles from one side of Spain to the other, down to Alicante, where a friend of mine has been living for about 6 years. That's right, an Englishman in Spain. Trip went fine, but the plan now was to actually turn around and come back up. A couple of things make this interesting. One, my friend Ken is 70 years young, and two, he has a 125cc scooter. Now, admittedly, this scooter is relatively new. He probably bought it about 2 months previous to this trip from a man who has a motorbike shop in the town where he lives, whose name is Manolo.
Mucha foto que nosotros luego a MTR le demos fotos, que todo vaya bien, llevas el aceite, no lo llevas todo ahí para tenerlo controlado.
Now, the original idea was to use this little scooter as just to run around, pop down to the shops to get groceries and things. However, when he went back in and said to Manolo, "I'm going to drive from here to Santander," Manolo and indeed the guys in the workshop fell apart laughing. Not only did they do that, they found the manufacturer who, understandably, did the same thing. However, what he did say was that if Ken managed to get from Alicante to Santander and could prove it by taking a photograph, if he got back, they'd put a new engine in his scooter. Now, of course, the jury's out as to whether or not that's a good idea, but let's not even go there. So that was the reason for the trip, and the new engine was actually kind of a bonus, really. Interestingly enough, one of the things that Manolo from the bike shop did do was he drilled about a dozen holes in the side of the engine to allow, I think, the clutch to actually ventilate better. Not only that, his other piece of advice was check the oil every 50 kilometers, and then he got down to the nitty-gritty.
Cambio de motor, efectivamente para verificar el desgaste y ver cómo ha evolucionado y demás. Y queremos eso, que se haga un reportaje de todos los pueblos o ciudades por donde vas pasando, sí, que quede una constancia de la moto, sí, y el pilón. Madrid, sí, pues Madrid. Sí. Santander, pues Santander, y que veamos cómo evoluciona.
Chico, que quiere verte.
Hola.
Mi hijo que no te ve nunca, se asoma, y mi tío Manolo es mi tío Manolo.
Pues ahora va a salir hasta en la tele.
Hola! But don't worry about it, because we didn't understand a word of that either. However, what the nice man did do was he gave us this banner to take with us. And if we could take a picture of Ken, the bike and the banner in Santander, a new engine was on the cards.